Sarkodie, and you know that we've been advertising that we're going to have a conversation with him. He joins us on Skype. Hello, Sark, how are you doing? Yeah, he seems to speak first.
Is that Miss G?
I trust you're doing very well.
I'm good. I'm talking to Miss G, right?
Yes, this is Miss G speaking to you, Sark.
Oh, hello.
How's the family? How's Titi? Belated birthday to her.
Yes, everyone is fine. We thank God. They're all good, yeah.
Great to know that. And are you locked down in the United States, or you're having your vacation?
So I had something to do out here in the States, but I guess I came in the wrong time, and then when it was time for me to get back, the lockdown happened and I couldn't go. So I'm still here. So what we are waiting for is probably some good news in the coming days, if possible, that we can get back home, because I miss home. I would give everything. I normally like being home, but this is the time that I would give everything to be home. So we're just waiting till they open the borders so that we can get back in.
Oh, we also miss you down here. We can't wait to have you home as well. But a little bird whispered to me, just to chip this in, that you better creep in out in the United States or somewhere out there. So I presume that's what we are seeing on our screens.
No. I'm actually, this is the times where, if you're not prepared for it, but you have to do it, because I'm leaving somewhere that I'm just hoping that everything just gets back to normal so I can come back. I'm paying for where I'm leaving. It's actually in Jersey, so that's where I'm at. This is an apartment.
Okay, good to hear. But you put some excitement on our faces when you started the Behind the Hits challenge. A lot of people started to talk about it. We started with the P2's JQ, we did Richie and Kill Beats, we came to Street Beats and DJ Breezy. Then we had Miss Master Gazi, MOG Beats, and the one that got a lot of people even more excited, JMJ versus Kwa. Kudos to you.
Thank you. Bless you. Yeah.
So I know that. Okay. Let's hear you.
Not just, so I had the idea, I had a conversation, because I saw the inspiration came from, obviously, it was Swiss Beats and Timbaland. They did something very dope. I'm somebody that I believe in the mind and the power of the mind, and how to, take your mind off certain things and know that it's there, it's serious, but you don't let that eat into your mind. So I like anything that takes my energy on the positive side. So I saw that and I thought that was beautiful, that people were engaging in that. As much as you are locked down, it's very good for the people. So I thought if I left it, maybe if we left it for the producers, they might not have to, because somebody needs to start it the same way they started it. Because if you leave it out there like that, they would just call themselves, let's do this. I don't call it a battle, we're celebrating music. So I had to just start the conversation, call everybody individually, and thanks be to God, they all responded well, and then we're enjoying ourselves. Because I was educating myself as well, because there's certain music I didn't know that P2's produced, or JQ, or whoever. So it was a great thing especially in these times. So,
Great, but initially you were met with some challenges when Zap Mallet didn't feel okay, allegedly didn't feel okay to have been put in a certain category. Did that break you?
No, I take respect very serious. So I hit up Uncle Zap before putting out any information, and he didn't seem like he had anything against it. I still don't feel like he has anything against it, but I think he also has a stance to be to state where he feels. Because anybody you see that repaired, it had nothing to do with me. So I call you and ask you who you're comfortable with. I could suggest, but I don't force you that you have to face this person or this has to face this person. So I talk to them individually, and most of them, what I do is, if Q-Beat says Richie or Richie says Q-Beat, I feel like that's a great pair, then I'll pair it. Because in my head, I had people that I wanted to pair, but when I speak to them individually, everybody feels like I'm comfortable with this, and then I'll do that so that it can look organic. So it's really not my decision, but I still understand where he stands. Yeah.
But were you disappointed when that tweet came out, even because you said you had some conversations with him initially?
Not just that. Disappointed is no good. I can't be disappointed in a legend like that. It's what he feels. It was a bit kind of confusing. I didn't know if it was me or somebody was saying something to him that made him tweet that. So I'm still trying to like figure like because I've been hitting him about it, so we're yet to like have a conversation. But I don't feel because the conversation we had and how beautiful it was, we were laughing on the phone. So I don't know. I don't think it's me. I think it has to do with comments, because when you bring anything on social media, people have their opinions, and it's up to you if you want to take it serious. So
let's stay a bit longer on Behind the Hits challenge. There are people who have thought that you could have done this without putting producers against each other, even though you think that it wasn't a battle. People assume that it was because there were a lot of anxiety. Fans came in with your comments and people began to feel like they were battling each other, and that could result in bad blood.
Anything that results in bad blood is individual decision. I don't think fans should make you decide what you have to do. So fans are there to love you. They're loyal. Sometimes they can be unrealistic when they want to say stuff. That is why I don't tell the fans what to do. I have to do what I have to do so the fans will appreciate it. But the fans have their stance as, you can't control that. So I think I spoke with Maurice Babyface, and he had the same sentiment about the feedback he got from the previous, face-offs. And I told him, I'm like, it's expected. Anything that you do, no matter how it's like even features. You do a feature with a rapper, and everybody feels like this one killed this one, and then so you can't control that. But our intention should not be what the fans are saying. If that is clear, I don't think it can go off board. Yeah.
Well, whilst we're still enjoying the excitement that came with JMJ's face off with Kewa, you dropped a song,
Yeah.
Sub-Zero. What was that about?
Oh, it's just, as a rapper, sometimes you don't always, how should I put it? So people tend that to be a diss song. Let me just clear that. I think in my whole life I've done probably 2 diss songs.
You want to name them?
No. Most of the songs that I do at this point that people find to be diss, because if you listen to the song, what I'm saying is if you want a diss song, you need to come in, you need to humble yourself. Come, let's sit down, let's have a conversation, show respect. Because let's not lie to ourselves that if I should throw a jab at anybody specifically and go back and forth, I don't win, they win. So it's a conversation that you need to humble yourself, come with your team, let's sit down, find something and come and sort out so that we can really do it well. So this is not a diss song. I'm telling you that if you want a diss song, this is what's supposed to happen. Because if it happens, there's nobody that will go toe to toe that would make me gain anything at this point in my career, And I'm not saying no one is doing well. You could really have bars. You could be rapping well, like you are very good, you are dope, but it's just not worth the back and forth. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so before we get into Sub-Zero, I want people who haven't heard it to hear what you said in there. Then we'll come to ask who those particular lyrics were directed to, even though you say it's not a diss song, why you put certain lyrics at a certain point, and why some people are supposed to pay 1K, 10K, and there. So let's hear Sub-Zero, and we'll continue the conversation here on TV3 New Day. I'd like to apologize for some of the foul words used in that Sub-Zero, a song that is currently trending by Sarkodie. So you say it's not a diss song. So how come a lot of people have read meanings into that? People have mentioned a lot of names. I've heard of Bolje, I've heard of Asem, I've heard of even Shatta Wale. Some blogs say that this song is directed at them because of some of the words that you use in there.
Oh, Miss G, we're going to ask you. Senior, I was editing on my stand chat. See you, Femi.
Oh goodness, we are very, very sorry for that. We take responsibility for that. We should have actually.
So when I record these songs, I know it doesn't make sense, but I don't think about radio or TV. These are freestyles for fans, to listen to. But I know, obviously, because it's me, it will definitely make it to the radio. So I think yesterday DJ Black hit me up for me to have a clean version, because I was not looking at this song being played on the radio or like on TV, anything. It's just for the fans. So sorry, this is the rap culture. Sometimes you just have to go raw. Yeah. So what you were saying? What did you say? I'm saying
that after the song was dropped, a lot of people have attributed the lyrics in it to a lot of people. People have mentioned Asem. People said the part where he said, I'm sorry, my tree is not too good. They said that was referring to Asem. People have mentioned Bolje in here. And actually, he gave you a reply called a lullaby, and that people say that that's a reply to you. Before we go to that as well, people have said Shatta Wale. I've seen blogs say that Shatta Wale was also incited in that rap as Sub-Zero. Tell me why people would assume that this is a diss track and mention these names that I have mentioned.
Obviously, I'm not going to lie that when I did the record, I was expecting, conversations like that. To be specific, to mention names or say this and that, everybody that you mention are people that they are also doing music, they are doing well. God bless them. But it's if you make me be specific, it defeats the purpose of the record. Because what I'm saying is, if you want that specific one-on-one, I'm talking about you need to come and sort out. It's just as simple as that. You come with your team, you prepare yourself, come and sort. You don't just sit there and then expect a back and forth like that. Let's be realistic. If I do it, I will not gain, you gain. So the names they are putting out, those are comments. Comes back to what I'm saying. Comment doesn't define what I'm doing. Nothing is going to define what I'm doing. My decision is not based on what you're saying on Twitter. So the specifics, I can't tell you that this is to this or this one. No, but it's a fun reaction, because in these times where people are locked down, they need stuff like this to take their minds off what is happening for a minute. Because if it's too intense, I know the virus is real, but I believe in faith and fear. So sometimes the faith is needed, and then when you have to have faith, you need to take your mind off certain things to be able to unwind that. So this is basically for that. So the conversation is going on. It's not realistic. It's just people having fun on Twitter.
Now, people also think that the timing for the song is wrong. The vibe is not right. And like you're saying, a lot of people are beginning to read meanings as to who is he talking about, who is he saying this to, and it's causing a lot of word battle, if there's a word like that, on Twitter, on social media, and people are trying to read meanings into this. So people think that, in this time when we have COVID-19, there's not a time to drop a song like this.
Because there's not. It's back to what I'm saying. I think you're missing my point. It's about how you want to see it, because how I see it is different. It's not. We're in the music industry. If I came out to tweet about it or I did an interview talking about it, that means that's like an agenda or something. This is music, and in this COVID-19, everybody has to do their work. We can advocate for, the information that people have to hear and all that, which is very necessary. But I don't think I have the right info more than the health practitioners, which is their job. So when they put that, sometimes we put the message across, but as entertainers, we still don't have to stop working. There's COVID-19 happening, but you're still at work right now because you have to work and enjoy people. So as Sarkodie, Shatta Wale, Stoneboy, whoever that's doing music, it doesn't stop, because this is the point that they actually needed to stay home. So our quota could be, giving back physically, giving them stuff, and then also entertaining them so that they don't think. I watched a documentary where I think there's a hospital that invited musicians to come and play for the patients, because it takes their mind off what they're going through, and mentally it helps them. It's their psyche, So entertainment is. I hate it when people see our job as fun or like hobby. This is a serious job. I'm an artist, And in these times, we need these things. But the behind the hits really help. People were looking forward to it, so it helps with the mind. I think Shatta Wale did a live concert, which also beautiful because that takes your mind off, what is happening. Then you watch him because you can't get the chance to go meet him at this point. You can have a show, so that's also good. I see a lot of artists doing stuff, especially in the States. I see Tory Lanez having a quarantine radio live. It's beautiful because we are artists. As much as we want to also panic, we have a job to entertain. So I think we're just still working.
So you don't agree with that school of thought that it's wrong timing for Sub-Zero?
That school of thought is part of the whole conversation that's taking your mind off you being the COVID-19 you need to think about, which also helps. So it's not, I know how they're trying to change the narrative to say, I don't care, because if you're giving back, it's different. What I'm doing towards COVID-19, anybody who's commented, I might not be even doing that. But the entertainment goes on because as musicians, these times, as I said, it's very necessary that people take their minds off and still be entertained. Can you imagine this happening and then YouTube shuts down, no artist can sing, nothing. Everybody is like, seriously, the death rate might even go up. So it's not bad timing. It's just you have to know that I'm an artist, I'm a musician, my fellow artists are artists, and this is our job at this point.
Now, yesterday, after having a conversation with Shatta Wale, I drew his attention to how blogs had written that your song Sub-Zero was targeted at him, including some others. And he made some response that you reacted to on Twitter. First off, I need to ask, was that your reaction? I saw it on your page, but I still live in disbelief. Was that your reaction?
Yes. My Twitter is, I handle my Twitter myself.
And you people think that the choice of words weren't appropriate.
Can you remember what I even saying? Again, you don't tell me what I have to tweet. So it's just in serious times where sometimes maybe you want to make fun of a situation that's happening, or maybe still put feelings into it. You can't tell me what I have to say. You get it?
And later on, we had a live video from him where he went on talking about, issues about he being stern and saying that he will beat you when you find. I don't know if you've seen that. Do you feel your life is in danger with all the things that he said?
I just woke up. I'll check on. Where is it? Is it Twitter?
So you haven't seen it yet?
No, but like for yesterday, there's something that is going on here that I can't disclose. But I'm not. When I come on Twitter, I come to tweet. I'm not trying to check what people are saying. But this, like today, I think I do have time. I'll have time on social media. But I don't know. I've not really watched it.
So should we expect a tweet from you after you've seen all those comments?
My reaction is based on how I feel. It's not what people expect. So,
what's the relationship with you and Shatta Wale as we speak?
I know the conversation is that place is very necessary for you. I know it's a traffic starter, but I've been asked so much that I'm getting tired of it. It's a conversation that's always people want to have. It's just getting bored.
Actually, I'm asking because of what happened yesterday and your response via Twitter.
Everybody in the media knows. Just that the question incites, whatever. The energy. This is the energy that you would want to push. But I think obviously people know that it's not like me and Shatta Wale are hanging out or going to the club or talking to each other. I don't think people are naive to that. So it's a question that keeps coming. It gets boring when we have to always talk about it.
Well, we are only concerned because of your tweet, because if there was that good blood, we wouldn't see the tweet from you, we wouldn't see the response that we got from him. That's why we are concerned.
Good blood. That's what I'm saying. That obviously, people know that it's not being like how it was. So trying to have a conversation about it at this point in time, I don't think it's coming back to back. Like it's like when I have interviews, like recently I was telling my people that I'm tired when I sit in interviews where people are saying, so where do you see yourself the next coming 5 years?
I know.
What inspired you? Like I've been hearing this like thousand, like.
Well, you need to also know that there are people who are yet to hear your story. There are people who are being born on a daily and growing up now knowing Sarkodie. There are people who just discovered you and all that. So don't fault some people when they ask you these questions anyway.
I know. But I'm saying naturally, reflex is different. You know, I get what you're saying, but what you feel is also different. So sometimes you will feel like you want to have a conversation, and especially there are certain circles that I feel it's necessary to have the conversation. If I go to India at this point and they're having me talk about, you know, my past and what I went through music, I'll feel free. But to still be on TV3, my people that we have had conversations about these things, you're asking me back to back again and trying to talk about it, I don't think it's worth, you know.
Well, I haven't asked you about how you got here, though, but that's all time will allow us. This conversation will stem from a conversation that we had yesterday, but that's all time will allow us. We're grateful that you made time all the way from the United States of America to join us. We can't wait to have you home.
Thank you so much. And then I want to say, in these times where this COVID-19 is like taking over our minds and really getting us, it's actually intense out here. I thought we were going to talk about that because we've been locked in a room. I think I went out the last 2 days to see Al for the first time for about like a week, and it's really intense out here. But I think whatever is happening, people should really have faith that we are going to go past this.
But people were asking questions of what you have done, even though you're far away here, for your fans here to keep safe and all that.
What I've done, I think what?
Some people are donating, some people are, putting out words there. What have you done in your capacity, Sarkodie, knowing that you have the Sark natives who look up to you?
We have done what we can do. I will not say me, I will say Success, the team. I've done what we can do.
You don't want to disclose what you have done?
It's... Miss G, I think people they know me by now. It's really hard to have a conversation about that. I don't think it's necessary. Conversation like that, when I'm having it, I don't feel right.
Right.
It doesn't. I don't feel like talking about it.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
I think the people of Ghana should really consider, because the reason why sometimes you have two parties ruling for a very long time because of these things, what you think you see on social media, and that's what makes you like somebody. You have to be very careful about that. So my life, I detail what I believe based on what I have to do, and I think if you're lying, everybody will be judged at the end. So I don't have the time to come and explain to people what I have to do, and then if I have to share whatever, if I've done it for myself and whoever I'm trying to please. Bless you so much. Hopefully we can get back to normal and we meet people back again. And people should stay strong. The mind is very powerful in these times. You need to hold it. You need to make sure you listen to good music. Go listen to Sarkodie. Any music you want to listen to, go listen to it. Unwind. Stay home with your family and take your mind off it. And we're going to go through this. God bless Sark Nation. God bless Ghana. Miss G, I appreciate this. Thank you very much. God bless you, Sarkodie. And all the way from the United States of America, we had a conversation with Sarkodie. And I hand you over to Bella and Etanam, who